All right, guys, before we move on, just to let you know, if you have certain watches that maybe you want to trade in, or perhaps you have a watch you've been looking for that you really want, but you're not sure how you can get it, we can actually help do it for you. Just fill in the details in the Google form in the comment section or the description. Either we'll already have what you want, or we will do everything we can to get it for you. So yeah, comment section and description. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the very first My Watch List video. It's a very fun experiment that we're doing. Hopefully a very successful experiment. But anyway, I want to welcome the two experts in front of me here. On my left, we have JT. Say hi. And on my right, it's an old colleague, right? Mr. Mike.
Hi.
Always, well, we'll share our story maybe in a future video, right?
Yes.
So today, we're going to dive straight into this thing called a dress watch. Now, some context for you guys. I only own like a couple of watches. Yeah. And I'm not a quote-unquote watch guy, but I'm interested in learning a lot. And I didn't even know there was a term called dress watch. Then later on, we'll talk about dive watches.
Sports.
So I want to, the sports watch. So I want to start off, right, by asking you guys, how would you all describe a dress watch?
So I think most people would just imagine a watch as having a dial. So, you know, a dial means the face of the watch, right?
Okay.
Now within the face of the watch, what do you have? You have the hands, the markers.
Correct.
Yeah.
The hands, the markers, the hour hands, the minutes hands, the second hands.
Hands.
Maybe date windows.
Maybe a few more circles behind. We call that a chronograph, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that's what we call a casual watch.
Correct.
So, and then you sometimes look at a watch and then you realize that there are a lot more other things like buttons beside.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's another way that you have, you can design a watch.
Right.
So when it comes to a dress watch, what we have here, let me just take this. I'd wear this today because this is the classic dress watch look. Right,
okay.
So first of all, you have very simple designs. There's no...
Okay. Yeah, can you bring the thing forward a bit?
So usually what you have here is a rather minimalistic design. It really depends. You have very slim looking, hands and the markers as well. And for a dress watch, I think, right, the two most defined characteristics, correct me if I'm wrong, right, it's pretty slim. It usually sits very comfortably on the wrist. Right? It's not bulky. Yeah. It's usually minimalistic like that. And then the bezel, which is the side around the case of the watch, or the outsides of the watch, is usually slimmer as well, as opposed to a sports watch, which is usually thicker. And then they have the rotating bezel for a dive watch. So I think if you take a look at a dress watch, what it usually feels like is that it's small in stature, it's small in size. And then, it basically is a very minimalistic design. You see on a watch, it's casual, it's dinner time.
Yes.
You're not trying to impress people with your watch, but you want a nice watch.
So on that, you mentioned dinner time, right? Yeah. So maybe Mike, you can explain to me, when do we actually wear it? Like what's the occasion that we actually wear it? Okay,
to start with, maybe I don't dare to say I'm a specialist, but I'm definitely a collector. I love watches, right? I've been collecting watches. Enthusiast, yes, for sure. Yeah. So I think dress watch is something where there are two types of collectors starting in the market. It's either you start with a dress watch or you start with a sports watch, right?
Interesting. Okay.
It's either one. There's no in between. Yeah. Then it's either you start with a 3-hands watch, or you can start with a chronograph. So usually this is how when we first started. So I mean that there are different type of collections. There are different type of collecting period throughout your whole watch collecting journey. So some might start with a normal 3-hands dress watch. Then eventually they end up with sports chronograph.
Okay.
But there are some people who like to start with very complicated chronograph watches and end up become purists, become very simple. Even you don't need date on the watch dial at all. So so there are two ways. So I'm the one that I love when I first started. I like something very complicated. It looks very complicated. It looks very expensive. But now as I grow throughout the journey, I prefer something more minimalist. I prefer something more pure. I prefer something where I think that it serves me as like a watch. It's just a watch. It's not a machine that's on my hand, right? So we talk about dress watch. I can share a bit with all of you guys. Dress watch is where, first of all, those days when they first started, all the gentlemen, they wear a dress watch when they are going for an event or a function. Maybe going for a meeting where you wear suit. So that's the reason why JT mentioned that it needs to be slim, because usually you need to wear a slim watch if you are wearing a suit. It depends. I mean, how can you wear a thick and big watch when you are wearing a suit? Then do a presentation, because you can't keep the watch underneath your sleeve.
You will always try to cover your watch. You know?
Yeah, correct.
You have to loosen your
I see.
That wouldn't work. It's very distracting.
Exactly. And correct. And you want to look like a gentleman, slick when you walk in, when people can see half or half of your watch, and people try to guess what type of watch is that, and that is a conversation starter as well. And then when you go for dinner, is where you either go for a function, is where you also wear long sleeve, right? I mean that
right.
It's either you wear a shirt or you wear a batik or whatever. Again, you do not want to wear a batik and a 48mm. Sorry, Panerai guy, you're gonna hate me. I mean, right? I mean, it is. Well, so a dress watch should be like what JT says. It should be like slim. It should be sleek. It can go underneath your suit nicely. And then I think that if you're talking about the word dress watch, a classic dress watch in the whole watch history, you can't run away with Datejust from Rolex.
Datejust, okay.
Rolex Datejust, that is the most classic dress watch, where your father, your grandfather, they
probably seen it and heard of it.
Or they also might own it, and they might also pass one to you. Or again, I mean, I've been interviewed in a few by a few newspapers and publishers. I always told them, I mean, you have watched this Guwat before, right? The Hong Kong movie, right? When
I haven't, but maybe you put a photo here.
Guwat, right? So it's every time when you want to zao low, you want to run, then people will take, why not take this watch, and if you need, just sell the watch and get some money.
It's a really classic trope in the movie.
So usually,
take this, and then usually, that's a pretty good watch.
Yeah,
it's a nice watch.
And that is usually
as currency.
Correct. Yeah. And that's usually a Rolex Datejust.
It's
solid gold Datejust. So not they just maybe they did that solid gold.
So if I can summarize, right, when we should be using dress watches, it's when there's maybe formal events, or maybe the setting, as the name implies, right, dress, right? You need to dress up for this watch.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
So when you're looking at,
never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
You're actually right. Usually when you wear a dress watch, you are dressing up.
Yeah.
Correct. Simple as that.
Now, guys, if you have a watch in mind that you want us to review that we haven't reviewed yet, just let us know in the comments, right? We'll definitely respond to that and get to you ASAP. My next question is, when you're looking at I'm sure there are a lot of styles, right, of dress watches.
Yes.
And for the majority of people like myself who are complete newbies, or even people who are maybe, just starting to get into watches, right? What are the top styles you would recommend that are safe? Like, for sure,
right?
It's going to look good, or it's going to turn heads, for example.
I think just now when JT demonstrated that particular watch, a 3-hand watch, I think it's a very classic look kind of dress watch. You can still find this sort of design in the old Omegas or even in the current IWCs. You can still find this sort of design, 3 hands.
Right.
Very, very simple. I don't want to tell you what brand is that. You're going to guess yourself. But you can still see that a 3-hand watch is very, even a Patek Philippe until right now, they are still very famous for their 3 hands dress watch. Yeah, that's seriously, that is like a perpetual.
The Calatrava.
The Calatravas are.
So just to make sure I get the terminology right, when you all say 3-hand, meaning the hour, minute, second.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just to be clear, there are 2 hands. Just 2 hands, which means there's no second hand.
Yes.
Yeah. They deem it unessential. That's it.
Correct.
There's also the 4 hands, which could be a GMT.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, what's the 4th hand going to be? Milliseconds.
So GMT is a watch that tells you the 24 hours.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know. It helps when you are overseas, I think. I guess.
Yes.
I see.
Yes. So
the
Greenwich time zone.
Correct. Right.
So those are, the one that just now JT demonstrated is in a leather, but when I told you about a classic Rolex Datejust, it actually looks exactly like
so
this.
That's my next question actually. We've looked at JT's collection, And I want to look at yours right now. So maybe JT, you can hold his watch so I can video.
Why not? Yeah, I can take this.
Well, you're gonna showcase this one first?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a.
So
This is a very classic. It's very classic half gold Rolex. They just look.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not going to tell you what brand is this. But if you can see, you can spot it, then you know what.
You start from the
Guys, pause the video.
Pause the video.
And let us know what you think, and then maybe we zoom in. Then
you just think about Rolex, right?
Yeah.
Looks like
Rolex. Boom. Seiko.
Yes.
Bye.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was the thing that fascinated me. But yeah, tell me a little bit more about this watch and why would you say that this is one of your go-to dress watches?
Yeah, I think again, just this is what I mentioned, that you show this watch to your dad, your grandfather, they will know that this is they just because of its very signature fluted bezel. So you can see that the fluted bezel over there, the fluted bezel design.
So the fluted bezel is this. Let me just add on to a point there.
Yes,
the fluted bezel is this side.
Hold on,
like I said,
sorry, yeah.
The bling bling that give you the bling
As I
bling
said,
shiny.
the bezel is the one around it.
Right.
So this one here has a bezel, but it's a thin bezel, so
I
it's
see.
almost non-existent.
Yeah,
right?
this is a fluted.
This is a fluted bezel where you see these creases in between.
Correct.
I see.
That's a
Okay.
fluted bezel.
Yeah, it looks like a ring type of feel. Yep. And this is one of the famous and most classic design of the bracelet, which is called a Jubilee bracelet. So this is a Jubilee.
Yeah. Maybe I'll show him another one, which is this one.
Yes.
Yeah, to give you just a very quick contrast.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So both Jubilee bracelets.
Both Jubilee
Okay,
bracelet.
okay.
One gold plated, both with fluted dial. This is a golden fluted dial, and this is a silver fluted dial.
So one is a half gold, one is a full stainless steel.
Okay, got it. Okay, so now I got a little bit of insight on how you guys decide on dress watches, some of the different styles. I'm gonna talk a little bit about someone really interested in getting a dress watch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, what sort of investment are they going to be looking at? Now, before I begin, I will ask a general question first. In general, if they have no dress watch, what do you think is a good first price range or an investment that they will have to make into a dress watch? Maybe JT, we can start with you.
Honestly, I don't think watch, right, is all about the price. Right. There are tons of watch out there that holds value, right? So you buy a certain watch, it actually appreciates in price.
Yes.
Yeah, lots of people definitely want to go for that, right? But to me, a value of watch is not just about monetary. It's also the design that you like,
Yes.
right? And then if it's the design that you just like, then forget about status, forget about price appreciation.
Yep.
You go for the design that you like.
You must love it first.
You must love it first.
You must love it first.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't love it, honestly, the reason you're wearing it is for, douchey reasons, like just show off and everything, right?
Yeah.
So I would say if the design is the only thing that matters, then the price is going to be as low as, I would say, lesser than 1,000 ringgit.
Right.
All the way up to 100,000 ringgit.
Correct. Just push your mic nearer to yourself. Yes.
So it could, it could range from what a lot of people call cheap watch
Right.
to what a lot of people call exorbitant.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it really depends on, the price range that you want. But I can tell you, the cheapest right now, maybe as of this collection here, probably less than 1,000
Okay.
ringgit.
Yes.
So let's go to the one that you showed us earlier on.
Yeah, this one.
Right.
Yeah,
So what is the investment that someone will have to make into this particular watch?
All right. So for this one here, this is pretty unique in the sense that it's from the 1950s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a really old watch.
Very rare.
Yeah, very rare.
Very rare.
The best part of this old watch here is that it's still in good condition. And
Not only good, it's in original,
It's in
full original
original.
condition. Yes.
And that's important for a collector like us.
Yes,
We don't want it to tamper with the parts.
Yes.
You switch switch some of these parts here.
Correct.
But the point is, you see, from here, it's very simple. It's still shiny.
Correct.
Most old watches are so scratched up, and
Right,
probably
right.
doesn't reflect light anymore. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So in this particular case, this watch here is on a slight premium. I don't know how much they retail back in the 1950s.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I wouldn't have
Most
any
likely it's below 100.
It would
I'm
be
not
below-
joking, yes.
I think it will be below 100.
It's below 100.
But of course, you have to adjust for inflation and all this.
Correct.
It probably would
Correct.
be at least maybe 200-300.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I bought this for about 1,500. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, I paid maybe a slight premium for it.
Right.
But the condition itself is...
Hold on. Did I pay 1,500 for this? No. I did
Guys,
not.
this is just proof of how many watches that they have that they have to go
I have
through
to
their
recall.
head
I have to
now.
recall. Yeah. I paid precisely 300 Singapore dollar for this.
Okay, so you're
It's
looking at
about
1,000.
ringgit.
About 1,000 plus.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
about
And
1,000 plus. Yes.
Was it a premium?
And I don't think this is at a huge premium. It definitely is a premium compared to maybe original.
Very little premium, even in the second-hand market, because the condition
little.
itself is
Okay.
crazy.
So then I have this question, right?
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say for someone looking at the watch that you have, that they should only pay for a premium if they like the fact that it is vintage?
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
I
Okay.
think a lot of times premium, this word, scares people, right?
Yes.
You pay a lot for something that probably retails.
Okay, there's chicken rice
price.
premium, so there's premium chicken rice.
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
But you see, what I said just now
There's
is
premium toilet as well.
Ah.
You
That's
go to
what-
KLCC, there's premium toilet.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like,
Yes.
garden.
Gardens also, yeah.
ringgit or what.
Yeah.
So that's precisely what I said.
Yeah.
You pay premium for the watch that you like.
Yeah.
And then no matter what people say about it, if you like it and you can explain why people, should like it, right? Then, well, hey, it's your watch. And then, people would, I in my opinion, we will understand why you like it and why I pay for a premium.
Yep.
But I can precisely I explain to you why I think this is not that much of a premium.
Okay.
Even there's a slight premium, maybe, I don't know, what, 100, 200 is very impossible.
Yeah, maybe about 200
Yeah.
premium. Yep, about there.
Because it is in pristine condition.
Yes.
Ooh.
For
It runs well.
1950 over watch, this is a very good condition.
Very good condition.
Okay.
Yes.
And then most importantly, it still runs great
Yeah.
after 70 years.
Yes, that's crazy. Yes.
All right. And then
It still
So-
shines.
if I need a dress watch
Yeah.
that is the template for all dress watches,
Yeah.
well, it's this.
Yeah.
And the
pretty nice.
origins of these watches is from which country?
Glad that you asked.
Yeah.
This is a Seiko.
It's from Japan.
My favorite.
Oh.
Yeah, it's from
Seiko.
Japan.
Yeah.
And look, he's going to the purist side. He don't even need a date window anymore.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Like when you say purist, what do you mean?
I mean, I just need a three-hand watch.
This is a dress watch. If anyone asks me what's a dress watch, well, I'll show him.
Yeah.
This is a dress watch.
Dress watch.
Yeah.
Normal.
Leather
now.
strap, minimalist bezel.
You know what? If you ask a kid
Yeah.
to color or draw a watch, that's exactly what they will draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You're
Right,
right.
right.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
you're
right.
right,
You're
you're
right.
right, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, Mike, back to you. So how about your watches? How about your watches and what's the price range?
I mean, I have to agree with JT. I mean that first of all, anyone that want to get your first watch, you need to move your ass,
Okay.
go to the place that you want to buy the watch or meet the guy who wants to sell the watch. Okay, put it on your wrist. If you have the feeling, then only buy, because a lot of watches, they looks very good on pictures, on photos, but when you put on your hand, you'll be like, I mean, yeah, but then you know that is not the right watch for you. But if you put it on your wrist and immediately you say, hey, look, this is my watch. This is,
And then they call it the eye test, right?
yeah. And the feeling is like, yeah, I'm going to get this. This is definitely
Okay.
yes. Then
You know-
forget about the 200 premium. That is your watch.
Yeah. You wouldn't be asking the odd watch owner or the shop, like, can you lower the price?
Yeah.
You'd be asking your bank account, can I afford this?
Can I afford this? Exactly. Because when you like it that time, just forget about premium and you will just get it. So first of all, I always tell people that yes, before you want to invest in a watch, first you must love that watch that
Yes.
you are getting yourself first. Think about it. Okay, so I'm getting let's say I'm getting a dress watch. Okay, so am I going or can I wear this watch in so many different type of
Scenarios, yeah.
occasions? Can I wear this for my presentation? Can I wear this for a dinner? Can I wear this to meet some guys? Can this start a conversation? Can be a conversation starter. Can we start a conversation if I met somebody who is also a vintage watch collector? So to me, watches doesn't only just hold value. So sometimes they'll give you additional value, such as it open up doors for you, such as it actually opens up a conversation for you. So I have a few times where I really started a very good conversation because of watches.
Interesting. So, but
Yes.
specifically for the Rolex wannabe over there.
Why you say it's a Rolex? I thought it's a Rolex, right? I thought it's Rolex, right? No.
But if someone is getting into that, right? What are some of the tips and tricks, and what was the expected investment?
Okay, so I mean, look, I mean that JT is a investor. I mean, JT is a collector for some time, so he can definitely deal with vintage watches because I think that he knows how to spot a good vintage watch.
Okay.
Like, for example, just how you told me that the funny guys that tell him that watch scratches on the watch is a patina, where both of us laugh until like I want to fall off the chair. So if you want to go into vintage watches, you need to have some journey first. So for a newbie, unless you get people or get into a channel like us where we can teach you and tell you what type of vintage watch, or when you want to buy a vintage watch, what are the things that you should pay attention to, then you can start your first dress watch as a vintage watch. But if you are those like, I just want to make sure that when I wear it, it don't have problem, it is 100% genuine, all the parts are genuine, and it's covered, is under warranty, then get a brand new watch.
Go to a dealer.
Then go to a dealer.
Yeah.
Right. Go to a dealer. Or if you find that the dealer is doesn't give you some special price, you can always look for us.
Right.
I mean, we can always give you a better price than the dealers, right?
Right.
Yeah. So the price range is still, you still want to ask about the price range?
At least what a lot of us can do is that, if you bring a certain watch to us, it doesn't even have to be a real watch,
Snap a photo.
Snap a photo.
Send to us.
And then most times, right, what I do if I want to buy a new watch from a person who I have never seen before in my life, I'll just take a look at the original photo first. Correct. And then it helps a lot already. You take a look at the size of the marker, the handles. Okay. From there onwards, you just compare the photo. Hey, the photo doesn't look good. Send me another photo. And then if they really want to sell to you, they will send to you.
Okay. So if you are enjoying the video so far, always remember to support us by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Click on the notification bell so whenever new videos pop, you'll know it right away. So, we always like to end this, or we are planning for our next few videos where it ends by me choosing one of them. Yeah. And I've already given the answer actually before the video. I'm team strap.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Doesn't mean the other one is bad, obviously. But I just like the strap stuff. So if I had to pick, it would be that. All right.
Okay.
So guys,
but I have answered a question, right? About how much?
Yes. How much? Yes. The important one.
So for a dress watch, I think for any beginners, I think you can just like what JT says, that starts at, I think 1,000 is a good, start. 1,000 you can get some pretty cool vintage watches. You can also get some very decent entry level watches, right? But again, what we are talking about right now, maybe myself and JT, we are more into mechanical watches. Okay. So what we are referring to are all mechanical watches. We're not talking about digital. We're not talking about battery, quartz, right? So just bear in mind that even with 1,000, you can really get a mechanical watch. So I think it's a good deal. But again, if you want to be a bit more, you want to spend a bit more, I think you can go up to 2K. I think that's good enough for your first watch. Don't spend above 2K first. For your first watch. Just get it up and get a feel on it, and then you can slowly trade up.
Okay, maybe 5K. Yeah. I mean, 2K, 3K, 5K, it's really subjective. But I guess what I think Michael is trying to say, and I agree, is that for your first watch, go for something that is more affordable first. Something that doesn't pick
just a starter.
I know you can afford a Rolex, but
right.
Just get a 2K watch. Wear it for a few months, then go for a Rolex. No problem.
Figure out what you like first. Once you figure out what you like, then you spend the money on that. If not, then you'll be spending 5 figures on a watch that, hey, 3 months later, it's going to be sitting on my cupboard for
fair enough.
Exactly.
the rest of his life.
I mean, I know that a lot of people in front of the screen, you are rich. Yeah, I mean, yes, you can afford a Rolex, but I'm just trying to share with you what is our mistake previously. So I just hope that you all don't follow what we have. Yeah.
To add on that point,
yes.
The most expensive watch in my collection, I bought it twice.
Wow.
Yeah. So not necessary.
Maybe in a future video we can see it.
A beginner's mistake.
Right. Okay. So there's a lot of good points being said in this video. So I just want to summarize it into 3. There's more than 3, but this is my 3 big takeaways. Yeah. The first thing is that a dress watch is something you wear when you need to dress up.
Yep.
Right. The second thing is that you ought to start slow. You don't have to go straight into it.
Mhm.
And I'm going to leave the last takeaway to you guys. Outside of the two that I mentioned, what do you think is something that I and some of our viewers will need to take away?
Wow, you go first, man.
Yeah, I can go first, man.
No, just one. So one of you go.
Oh.
So.
Okay, I mean that
Just
just
one.
one.
Yeah,
Just
just
one.
yeah, just
Maybe
one.
Each one,
Yeah.
each
Can
one,
also, can,
okay.
no problem. Then we get 4.
So as I mentioned that, look, guys, if you want to get a certain watch,
Yes.
move your ass,
Okay.
go and see the real watch, put it on your wrist, because
Right.
to some guys, 36 mm as a dress watch is big enough.
Fantastic.
For some fellas, for some guys, maybe their wrist is bigger. Maybe a 40 mm minimum is big enough, right? So put it on your hand when you have that feeling that, look, this is the one that I'm looking at. Then pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Just pull the trigger.
That's it.
And the reason why we say that start with cheaper watch is because usually it's the size, the feeling that you're wearing. Maybe at first you might think that I need a big watch for a dress. A lot of case for even myself, maybe last time I thought that, I should start with minimum 41, 42. But when I grow older with my dress watch, I think I can even go down to 37, 38. Because easily it is a dress watch. So that's the reason why I want you to go and move your ass.
Yeah.
Try it out, put on your wrist, have a feel, then only pull the trigger. That's my advice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, honestly, I would just be building on his point, because at the end of the day, if you like a certain watch, right, it doesn't come from looking at pictures
Yes.
or celebrities wearing a certain watch and then therefore you like that watch.
Yeah.
Right? So how you know you like that watch, right, comes, in my opinion, from 2 sources. First, your eye, second, your wrist. So you take a look at the watch and you like it, right? And then you try it, you want to try it out, and you really want to get your ass up and go and try it out.
Yep.
Because the second part of how you like a watch and why you like a watch is because at the point of time when you put it on your wrist, then it detracts away from just looking at it, and from an aesthetic point of view, it becomes part of you, right? And then if you feel that, hey, this watch is not really for me, then, well, it passes the eye vibe, but
Correct.
fails the wrist.
Yes.
So eye test, wrist test.
Exactly.
Eye test, wrist test.
And maybe
Alright,
we should tell a bit more what is 36 mm, 40, 41,
Can.
37, 38.
Yeah.
They thought, I think this might be some scientific words.
No, you know what? We
Yeah.
should keep it
Yeah,
for the next video.
episode.
We'll definitely talk about it. And guys, I learned so much just in this, I think 20 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
And you guys, you know what? If you like this sort of stuff, go watch some of our other videos. I know it's the first one, but there'll be more coming. And thanks for watching all the way until the end. And thanks guys.
No
See you
problem.
guys, both of y'all, in the next video.